All right, everybody. Hello. My name is Rachel Axline. I am a triple silver mentor with Team Powerhouse, and I'm so excited to have you here tonight because we are going to be talking about silencing the self-doubt and I'm going to give you a few tools to hopefully overcome your mindset. That's the goal, is to overcome your mindset and really become an overall successful travel agent because I want to help agents stop second guessing themselves and start taking action in their business. So let me start with something that most travel agents really don't say out loud. And that is that self-doubt is the one thing that really holds agents back in the industry. Self-doubt is really the number one thing that holds agents back in the industry. It's not, I really don't believe it's the lack of suppliers. I really don't believe, especially on our team, that it's the lack of training. And it's really not the lack of opportunity. I really believe it's the voice in your head that's saying, I'm not experienced enough. Someone else knows more than me. What if I mess up this booking? What if I mess up this post? What if they think I'm not professional? And if we don't learn how to silence and manage that voice we hear in our head, it quietly sabotages our success. So, your brain is designed to protect you, not really grow you, because your brain, if you look into like neuroscience and all that stuff, your brain is wired for safety. It's wired to keep you safe, not to help you succeed. So when you do things like, especially new things, right? Like post on social media or do a mock booking or plan a trip, ask a potential client for a booking, even in the DMs. Or many of you will probably even get to the point to where you're thinking about even charging a planning fee. And any new thing, even something very, very small, your brain sees it as a risk. Your brain sees it as something that isn't going to keep you safe, even if it's something that is totally harmless. And because your brain sees it as a risk, your brain's going to respond with doubt and hesitation, which then externally shows as procrastination, perfectionism, especially if you're talking yourself out of, making that post because it's not perfect enough or whatever. And I want to help you reframe your mindset to a mindset where you're able to tell yourself that self-doubt is not a sign you shouldn't do something, but instead that it's a sign you're just doing something new. And it's okay that your brain can still keep you safe and do something new. So, if it's okay with you, I'd like to share three powerful tools to help you rewire your self-doubt. And many of these really only take a couple minutes that you can use when you need to throughout your day. And the first one I want to share with you is emotional visualization. Because like most people, they visualize logically, but successful entrepreneurs, successful travel agents visualize emotionally. And how you do this is you can keep your eyes open if you want to. You can do this in the car when you're driving, but typically it's like a meditation to where you close your eyes for even like 30 seconds, short period of time, and you just imagine emotionally what it is going to feel like when you earn your first $5,000 booking, or when how it feels emotionally or how it's going to feel emotionally when a client texting you says, "This trip is amazing. Thank you. This trip is incredible." How it's going to feel emotionally to get tagged in your client's vacation photos, or even how it's going to feel emotionally when that first commission check or those commission checks just keep rolling in and hitting your bank account. And when you're imagining that, you want yourself to not only think, but emotionally try and feel those feelings of pride, relief, excitement, freedom, because your brain doesn't know the difference between a vivid imagination, you just meditating and thinking and dreaming about these things, and the reality that you're actually living. So, emotional visualization trains your brain to expect the success regardless of whether you've earned it in the present moment or not. The second thing I want to really share with you is start being more conscious of the words that you are telling yourself and the words that you are communicating to others. And this one that I'm going to share with you, it's very simple and easy. And it's also something that can really help you change your mindset over time. And it's as simple as changing the word but with and. The word but cancels everything before it. So I remember going to marriage counseling when my husband and I first got married. And our marriage counselor, he told us that when my husband and I communicate, or especially like when we're apologizing to each other, to never say the word but. Now, mind you, this was like 10 years ago, and I thought this guy was like a total quack. But then, like, as we've gone through practically a decade of marriage now, hard to believe, and going through my business, I've realized how important this is because when you say the word but, everything that you just said before it, there's no more meaning to it. And then everything that comes after it, that is the reality. So, for an example, I want to change my travel business, but I'm nervous. So the reality is it that the sentence it gives the power to the fear because you're allowing that nervousness to take control over your desire to build your travel business. So instead of saying, I want to build my travel business, but I'm nervous. Instead, say something like, I want to build my travel business and I'm learning how to do it. I'm new and I'm becoming more experienced every day. I don't know everything and I'm committed to learning. That small little language shift has a mass provides a massive mindset change to your brain and how it processes information and um, allows your brain to take that fear and move it into a place that's more safe or accept that change as something that's more safe. And then the third thing I want to share with you, little trick I want to share with you, is also using the magic word yet. Because your words have a lot of powerful meanings, and those words that you tell yourself and you allow to release out through your mouth, it's one of the most powerful mindset tools um, that really has ever been studied. Is the words that you use, the words that you say to yourself, the words that you say to others. It has a huge impact on mindset. So instead of saying, I don't understand European itineraries, I don't understand how to book a client, say instead, add the word yet at the end of it. It's like, I don't understand how to book Europe itineraries yet. Instead of saying, I'm not good at selling, I'm not confident with sales yet. That single word tells your brain that it's temporary and temporary problems are able to get solved. So becoming hyper aware of your thoughts is super important because your brain produces over 60,000 thoughts every single day. And most of them are just automatic. You don't even know that you're thinking them. But becoming hyper aware of a lot of your thoughts, the majority of your thoughts, you're going to realize that many of them are negative, and your goal isn't necessarily to stop those negative thoughts. The goal is to catch them early and helping y'all learn how to catch them early is really going to help your mindset and build that confidence. And step one, when you notice that negative thought, is acknowledge it. Just very simple, acknowledge it. So, like, if you hear yourself saying, like, I don't know how to book a client, acknowledge it and just pause and reword it and replace it, not only in your mind, but also say it out loud. So, and when you notice the thought, like, I don't know how to book a client, pause and then think, I don't know how to book a client yet. I may not know how to book a client, and I'm learning how. I'm slowly going through the process to learn how. I'm, I mean, even another simple thought to change that you're going to probably catch yourself saying often is, I'm probably going to mess this up. They're probably never going to book with me. I'm probably just going to mess this up. And pause, acknowledge it. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, and replace it with, I'm learning the process and I'll get better every time. I haven't messed this up yet, so I'm going to keep going. Because building your confidence is gonna really come a lot with action. Like if you have those negative thoughts and you just allow them to keep flowing through your head, you don't stop, you don't acknowledge them, you don't pause, it's you're gonna stay stuck where you are. But acknowledging them, pausing them, and then reframing them and speaking them into existence, that's where that confidence is gonna come into action rather than the other way around. Because many people believe that your confidence is going to come by getting clients, taking actions, all the things. But in entrepreneurship, taking the action and going through the process of learning, that's what builds the confidence. And you can't always wait for yourself to feel ready how to do that because the confidence grows as you go through the process to book a trip, as you learn how to book a trip, as you help a client and you get a client, you help a client, and like they go on their vacation, you have those conversations with them. And as you learn how to problem solve, that confidence is going to grow from the evidence and the work that you are putting in. So, something I really want you to end with, and I'm hoping this is memorable, is every successful travel advisor you see today, whether it's Ash or Emily or Deidre, whoever it is on our team that you love and admire, every successful travel advisor you see today started out feeling the exact same way. They were very confused. They were uncertain. They were wondering if they could even actually do this. But the difference between those agents who succeeded and are continuing to succeed and those agents who disappear, stop, drop off, it isn't the talent, it isn't the grit, it isn't always the consistency. It's that decision to keep going anyways, even when things get hard or challenging. And um I just want to ask you guys just one simple thing. What is one sentence? You can drop this in the chat if you want, or you can write it down in your own personal notes and reflect on it later. What is one sentence you're going to add yet starting to today? What is one sentence that you keep telling yourself or you keep allowing yourself to be told that you're going to add yet to starting today? It could be as simple as, I haven't booked a Europe trip yet. I haven't found clients yet. I haven't mastered social media yet. I haven't mastered social media yet. But just a few examples to get you guys thinking. All right, Jerry says, I haven't started using social media marketing yet. I don't, Elizabeth says, I don't have a good market following yet. That's a great start, you guys. So now that you've acknowledged it, now you're able to like open your brain up and learn and figure out ways to problem solve while allowing your brain to feel safe and build that confidence. Because I don't want you guys to, any of you to ever feel like you're not experienced enough or you're not confident enough or you're not ready to grow your travel business because you are ready to grow your travel business. You just need to step in and acknowledge and overcome what you are allowing yourself to hold you back. All right. All right, we're gonna open it.